people, and welcome to another episode of Random Rambling. So finally the weather is getting a bit more, forgiving. That's why I can wear, sort of long sleeves stuff now. And not getting myself like all sweaty and disgusting, even though I leave my air conditioning off. And today in this video, I'm going to talk something bad about, people in Hong Kong. Hong Kongers. Yay. I don't know, I kind of feel bad about doing this. People from every place has their own sort of weird, customs, not customs, just something that the society of that place do. And those things may look or seem weird to other societies. I guess that is the thing that I'm going to talk about. And this video will be in Cantonese, since I've spoken in English in the last one, and Mandarin on the previous one. Yeah, the one before the last one. So yeah, Cantonese video. OK， 係啦，咁就好似啱啱我講咁啦，今日講嘅嘢就有啲怪嘅，就係幾樣香港人會做，好多香港人會做，有部分香港人會做，但係可能其他地方嚟嘅人呢，就會覺得好奇怪、好詭異嘅一啲嘢啦。好啦，第一樣嘢呢，就係香港人對速度係好執着，速度同埋效率。點解我把聲咁怪？可能因為而家係9點幾，朝頭早嘅9點幾，不過唔緊要啦。係啦，香港人對快呢樣嘢呢，係有一種好莫名其妙嘅執着嘅。咁你可以見得到香港人行路都快過人，但係其實嗰個人可能唔係講緊時間，佢只不過呢個係我哋嘅平常步速就係咁快。當然講起時間上嚟就會更加快啦。相關嘅設施啊、景物設施啦，都係會好怪，即係都係會好快嘅，就好似扶手電梯咁樣啦。呢樣嘢係我係唔知道嘅，去到因為當你自己習慣咗呢個速度嘅時候，你會覺得呢一個先係 default setting 咧，你唔會知道其他地方係快定慢，除非你去過。對我嚟講呢，我又唔係去過好多地方啦，唯一真係真正感受過真係得韓國啦。韓國就一啲啦，有啲又好慢啦，有啲冇咁慢啦，但係總的來說都係慢㗎啦。但係之後呢，又喺網上面又睇過其他地方嘅人講過啦，亦都有聽過其他地方嚟嘅人都講過，香港嘅扶手電梯原來係好快嘅，係啦。咁其實係唔係事實嚟嘅？我都唔知。好表現到香港有幾快呢一樣嘢咧，就係一間餐廳叫做澳牛啦。你有冇想象過由行入一間餐廳到食完嘢俾完錢出返嚟，只係需要10分鐘以下呢？呢一個就係澳牛呢間餐廳啦，澳洲牛奶公司。我未去過，但係好出名嘅。呢一間餐廳嘅澳牛光速餐嘅，即係佢嘅 gimmick 都唔係一種 gimmick， 係大家都會咁樣做。而家好似仲有一個再快啲嘅光速點餐法，就係你將你要食嘅嘢寫低喺你嘅 iPad 啊嗰啲嘢之類啦，然之後一坐低就俾佢睇， 咁樣你連講嘅時間都慳翻。所以喺外國啦，即係喺外國好多地方都好盛行嘅 cafe 文化呢，其實喺香港就還可以啦，因為成本太高，而且香港人普遍上係冇一個習慣坐喺同一個地方3-4個鐘頭，淨係飲一杯咖啡或者淨係睇一本書。我哋會覺得咁樣好嘥時間，做顧客嘅覺得好嘥時間啦，做老闆嘅亦都覺得你阻住佢做生意，所以好少有人會願意俾你坐咁耐，除非係一啲真係一心開外國 style cafe 嘅店主啦，或者係連鎖店，例如 Starbucks 咁樣啦。如果唔係你喺其他餐廳咧，佢哋有啲咧就會好 passive aggressive 咁樣收走晒你所有嘅食物餐具啦，因為你食完之後收走個餐具就代表你要走啦。再唔係就會好直接咁樣同你講話，我哋嘅用餐時間係90分鐘，所以咧90分鐘之後咧你就一定要走㗎啦。所以係啦，第一樣嘢就係好快、好快、好快、好有效率咁樣咯，一慢一步都唔得。咁第二樣好奇怪嘅嘢咧，香港人會做嘅嘢咧，就係對於買樓啊，即係擁有一個單位啦，唔係一棟，係一個單位。對於呢一樣嘢咧，係好執着嘅。你擁有一個單位咧，買得到樓就係成功嘅標誌啦。呢一個其實我諗係咪中國人呢？定係亞洲人嘅諗法？佢哋形容做揸住磚頭係非常之穩陣，就算係花盡呢一生人嘅努力，都係要去買一層樓嘅。其實到咗我哋呢一代，即係大概今年20零歲呢一代，就會開始覺得，咦，點解我哋要咁樣做嘅呢？因為實在太過難去 achieve 呢一個目標。如果你真係對呢一個題目有興趣呢，你可以試下去 search 下香港嘅樓價啦，即係咯 housing prices 之類嘅嘢啦。你睇到相關新聞，你就會知道香港而家嘅樓價係有幾離譜，好傷心講呢啲嘢。咁仲有乜？仲有第三樣嘢呢，就即係父母，香港人嘅父母對於小朋友學識啲乜嘢呢係好高要求。所以咧，佢哋就會送個小朋友去學好多嘢，鋼琴、游水、球類運動、畫畫、書法呢啲已經係基本上面嘅基本。點解會有人唱歌？可唔可以唔好唱歌？我都已經9點幾嚟拍片，點解啊？一個星期7日，除咗返學之外，放咗學啊，連埋星期6日呢，其實起碼都有5-6樣嘢要學。language 就越多越好啦，普通話、英文就必須嘅。咁有啲就會要小朋友學埋日文啊，即係第4種語言啦。然之後仲有啲比較 physical 嘅嘢啦，即係游水、跑步、踢足球呢啲啦。而家最新我有聽過嘅就係學粵曲，有啲非常之極端嘅例子就係媽媽會幫小朋友安排同時讀2間幼稚園，一間係用普通話嚟到教書嘅。一間咧就係用英文嚟教書嘅。咁我哋係3歲開始讀幼稚園嘅，讀到6歲。嗱，講咗咁多咁沉重嘅嘢，最後一樣就講翻樣冇咁 heavy 啦，輕鬆啲嘅嘢啦，就係不過都幾怪嘅。諗翻轉頭，就係香港人無時無刻係任何時候都會打邊爐。咁通常呢一種菜式咧，呢種食 嘢嘅方法就係冬天嘅時候先會用㗎嘛，因為一鍋熱湯就肯定係令到身體好暖啦，個環境好熱啦咁樣。但係香港人對打邊爐嘅執着已經去到一個非常之極端嘅地步，就係喺夏天都會打邊爐。咁好熱點算？開冷氣咯，開住冷氣嚟打邊爐咧，係香港人其中一個食飯嘅特色嚟。而且仲發展到去到一啲連鎖式快餐店都會有打邊爐呢一樣嘢，只不過係每個人有一個好細個嘅湯鍋仔咁樣嘅嘢，而你亦都可以即一個人都可以打邊爐啦，唔需要擔心冇朋友同你食飯啦。我諗講住咁多先啦，出面嘅人亦都冇任何意識要停落嚟，咁樣就歐洲都係講返英文啦，我真係唔想打字幕，好難啊我。Sorry. So let's call this a wrap of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you really do agree that these kind of stuff is weird, or actually you have like similar, even the same thing going on in your society. Yeah, leave a comment down below, or if you have anything curious and stuff like that, leave a like down below if you enjoy this video about me talking crap of my own people or if you just like the glorious singing outside. Jesus. Also subscribe to this channel for more future Cantonese tutorial, time-lapse drawing, and of course random rambling vlog kind of thing. And I'm still trying to like juggle all the things at once, so I know the schedule of my videos a bit wonky like lately. I'm so sorry about that. I'm trying my best to get back on the normal schedule. Yeah, because now the videos are like a day or two late. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Yay, look at this cool thing about last year. Yay. Bye.